Hey everybody, Nakul from Skills IELTS. Really hope everybody is doing fantastic. I'm back with yet another super awesome, perfect video on the 5 truths about IELTS speaking that nobody tells you. Before we get into the video, if you're not subscribed to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button. Anytime you need online assistance, it's a paid assistance. You can check the information in the description of this video. We've shared the WhatsApp link. You can click on that and reach us out. I will be there, we will be there to help you guide in the right direction. Alright, without further delay, let's straight away get right into the video, the 5 truths IELTS speaking that nobody tells you. Let's talk about the very first truth. There's no marks for content in evaluation criteria. To all my brothers and sisters, to all the heroes and heroines who are wondering, I just gave the right idea, very fantastic idea. Why my marks is still very low? There is no marks for the content, for the ideas in IELTS speaking. You cannot speak a very generic content. It doesn't mean that. Of course, there is a human setting, an evaluator. You have to speak something that makes sense, definitely. But whether you speak a great idea or a normal idea or a bad idea, it is not going to affect your scores. Kindly remember. What gives you mark is these 4 components: fluency and coherence, grammar, lexical resource, pronunciation. Where is the content? There is no fifth component called content. That means when you speak, you don't have to worry too much about the content. This Einstein's brain of yours, you don't have to completely make use of it to give the right ideas. 5% of it, use it for the ideas. The rest 95%, you have to focus on giving the proper fluency and coherence. Grammar, simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence. Lexical resource, meaning vocabulary, we're going to talk about it in the truth number 5 very shortly. And then pronunciation. Pronunciation, if you personally ask me, it is so difficult to improve now, if you start now, because all this while you have already practiced. You're already used to a particular way of pronouncing words. So it's very tedious to transform and adapt to any pronunciation. But the fact is, many of my students of Indian origin have got band 8.5. They do not have a very great pronunciation. Of course, they do some the mistakes while pronouncing the words, but what they don't miss out on is the clarity. Whenever they speak, they give that utmost clarity that whoever listens to it will understand it clearly. Just the way I am talking right now. I can talk in a way that you don't understand as well. I can really do that, but I don't want to do it. It's as simple as that. The pronunciation, meaning you give the clarity when you speak. If the examiner is able to understand, whatever you speak should be more than enough. Meaning examiner should be at ease to understand. She should not, or he should not put a lot of effort to understand what you speak. Coherence is all about narration. Fluency is all about natural way of speech, rhythmic speed. Grammar is all about simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence, making use of these articles correctly. No silly grammatical errors. Using the right prepositions, collocations, and whatnot. But entire thing, throughout the speaking, nowhere they mentioned content has any priority, correct? That means you don't have to really worry about what you speak. It's all about how you speak. Every day when you practice on giving the right ideas. Destination is right over there, but you are in this direction running, sprinting faster than Usain Bolt. But you will never reach your destination because you're focusing on wrong things. You're not able to see the destination clearly. Give it a thought and accordingly practice. Truth number 2. It is the narration of the ideas, not the ideas themselves, that gives marks. Remember this. If you understand this particular principle correctly, then definitely every day when you practice, it is so easy. It actually becomes very easy for you to nail this exam. Even if you observe in this video, I did not directly start with truth number 2. I started, my name is Nakul, I am from Skills IELTS. Then I unveiled, you need to, subscribe to this. Then I gave some introduction. Then came truth 1, then truth 2. Now I'll go to truth 3. This is what narration is. This is very important when you're representing your thoughts, isn't it so? So here as well, It is the narration, meaning coherence, that has the priority. It is not the ideas themselves. Always has structure. So, I made many videos on templates. The templates meaning it is having an outline, the skeleton, correct. Now, if you look at the part 1 of IELTS speaking, it demands you to speak for 20 odd seconds, 25 to 30 seconds you can consider. If you do not have a structure, people simply endlessly keep on speaking. If you have a structure, it will definitely end between 20 and 30 seconds. The structure is, whatever the question they ask, answer it in simple sentence and then continue talking about it, paraphrase it in a compound or complex sentence, then end it with a compound or a complex sentence. It's answer to the point, paraphrase, continue talking about it or end it or introduce a new idea. This is what the structure. This will take you some 25 seconds to finish. Now, part 2 is 120 seconds, correct. 25 seconds into 5 is 125 seconds, meaning part 1 if you do it 5 times, part 2 is done. You do not have to specifically, separately, prepare for part 2. It is all about part 1, background information, then first bulletin point, second bulletin point, third bulletin point, futuristic role. This is the part 2 cue card template. Background information, have a main idea, supporting idea, end it or continue with another example. This is part 1. Then they would have given you 3 questions, 3 or 4 questions in the part 2, isn't it? That you speak, first question, part 1 answer, main idea, supporting idea and continue for 25 seconds. This again part 1, this again part 1. Then in the futuristic point, if I will do this, if I were given a chance in the future, then I will, main idea, supporting idea, continue, again part 1. So, basically part 1 you need to do it 5 times to finish off cue card. Part 3, same thing, part 1, main idea, supporting idea, example you give a little longer, so it covers 30 to 35 seconds or 40 seconds. So, it is basically one structure that you use and make use of it everywhere else. This is what it is. No, randomly people practice, and the worst part is they do not get the scores. Getting it right is the narration of the ideas, not the ideas themselves. Now, we will go to the truth 3. It is completely fine to have some mistakes, it is okay, man, correct. After all, you are a human. Sometimes in this video also, usually there will not be much editing, but sometimes we trim it because I fumble. It is totally fine, but it should not have, frequently it should not happen. Occasional pauses, hesitations, fumbles are absolutely fine. Meaning, let us say they ask you a question, do you like sports? And let us say you have no idea about sports. So, obviously you fumble, it is okay. Sports, I think that is not my cup of tea, I was never into sports since my childhood because I was always into other activities like arts or, so this kind of pauses are absolutely fine as long as it does not happen for all the questions. 1 or 2 questions, 2-3 times, occasional fumbles, hesitations, totally fine, because there will be some topic that you will not be acquainted with, that you will not have the complete control about to speak. Correct? There are topics which you will be very comfortable about, that you can just take it along. Sometimes it is okay, it is totally fine. Remember this, but try to speak in a rhythm. What is this rhythm? Right now I am talking to you in a rhythm. That is the reason probably you are still watching this video, but many would have not watched this video till now. The rhythm is all about, I set that speed, I set that continuity, this is my way of speech. Likewise, you will have your way of speech. Rhythm is nothing but the constant speed with which a person would speak. Right now I am going at a constant speed. If you carefully observe and monitor, will you understand that what speed I am going at? You can name this speed as 60 km/h cruise control mode. And I am not going faster than this, and I am not going lesser than this. I am comfortably going at the same speed in all the videos. Now, if you again properly observe, I am actually going at this speed, I am actually going at the same speed, isn't it? Sometimes I will have to think, I will apply some speed breakers. Speak in a rhythm, that is most important. Don't worry about occasional fumbles, hesitations. Sometimes you may have to take time because you're not comfortable about the topic that you're up to. Hope you're getting it. What is required is the rhythm, the natural way of speech. Alright, the truth number 4. Fluency doesn't mean speaking fast. Am I really speaking fast at the moment? You watch any of the political leaders or any big personalities giving speech, just check that out. You will realize that people are going damn slow, real slow, because that's how it is. Only in English movies or in some English series, TV serials, will they speak really fast because it is scripted. If not, it's totally fine. Right now I'm going dead slow. I'm not really going fast. But all I'm doing is I'm trying to be continuous. This is very, very important. I'm not speaking slow. This is bad. I'm not speaking slow. Hope you're getting it. I may be going a bit slow, on a slower side, but I'm trying to be more continuous. Fluency doesn't mean that you speak fast. People try to speak fast, and in doing so they make a lot of mistakes. When you go fast, the thoughts that you generate probably may not sink. You will have very fewer time, less time to actually generate the thoughts. As a result, you fumble. Correct? Yes or no? So the thoughts have to be channelized one after the other, one after the other. It's like a pipe. Though there is a gush of water, you just channelize it in a small pipe, one after the other, one after the other. The thoughts should not collide like this. Then these things will happen. At ease, you don't have to really go fast. You can be not dead slow, but go slow for your own benefit, so that the person who listens to you understand. See, I'm going slow. Whenever I want to pause, I pause. And I make you comfortable and get some time for you as well, give some time for you as well to process what I spoke. Isn't it so? Isn't it so? So all these are fillers wherein I am actually buying time. So go slow, but try to be continuous. Don't really have to go fast. Fluency doesn't mean that you go fast. Fluency means you go in a rhythmic speed. That's it. The speed that you set, same speed, you safeguard throughout the speaking as much as possible. With this, we go to the 5th truth. These titles are so enticing in the YouTube. Use these 10 words and get 9 bands. So stop watching them. If you just observe carefully and monitor these videos, they will have very high number of views, high number of likes. So the things are justified. Meaning these kind of things are very easy to produce, but they never give marks. And people want shortcuts, correct? Everybody wants shortcuts, man. Who wants to study properly and get the scores? Who wants to enhance their speaking skills? Who wants to toil? No, everyone just wants scores. So these kind of videos satisfy these people's needs, and people watch this, watch this, watch this. At the end of the day, who makes the money? That YouTuber makes the money. That's it. Nobody else will be benefited. All these things will not give you scores, I'm telling you. Simply randomly using these 10 new words, plethora. Simply I have seen people using plethora everywhere. It is not like that. It doesn't work that way. Understand this. Use apt words, apt meaning whatever the situation demands. For this particular situation, this set of words that actually fit in. Not simply googling the words in the Google, I check synonym of this, use that synonym. It doesn't work that way, please understand. So try to be as simple as possible. I made so many videos, none of them are scripted. I don't have a script with me, and I'm just talking in simple terms. That's enough. When you speak, someone has to understand. That's it. That's what it is. So lexical resource, make use of the collocations. Acquainted with, love with, addicted to, come over. A few of the words, always go with a few of the words. There are some phrases that demand situation. Then bring them on. Not simply googling, finding synonym, memorizing and simply using for the sake of it. Never do it. Vocabulary is all about, are you using the right amount of words for the situation that demands it. For this situation, this set of words is crucial. You simply use some other word thinking you don't get marks, you don't get marks, and stop watching such videos. Use these words. 50 vocabulary words that can get you 9, it can never get you 9. Remember this. Only your common sense can get you 9. Only your hard work, practice, speaking skill, and these truths can actually get you 9. Alright. I really hope this video was informative. I think that's all for today. If you believe that this video was indeed helpful, do like, share and subscribe and leave your valuable comments and with a thumbs up for this video. Fine guys, I think that's all for today. This is Nakul, Nakul signing off from Skills IELTS. Soon we'll be back. Till then, take care. Bye-bye. Thanks much.